you guys actually have SBI Industries as your publisher. Now, that's Starburn Industries. Now, when I hear that, I think Dan Harmon and Community. Is that
Rick,
in and of the
Rick
same?
and Morty too, right?
Yeah.
So I was just going to say, as professional creatives, what brought this book to that company?
So they were our publisher for a time, and what happened was, we approached them originally. They were just starting to get into comics, and they were looking, for kind of humorous stuff. And we thought, okay, maybe we'll be a really good match. And so we were for a time being published by them, but the Starburn Industry Press had, it's been real rough for the comic book industry, as I'm sure you well know, being comic book creators. And after a couple of years, we had a very amicable parting. We're like, I don't think we're helping each other all that much. Let's go our separate ways. And so we just returned to self-publishing, which, in all fairness, is probably what we should have been doing. We should have been doing what you guys do, which is, just self-publish and do your own thing, because it's, I'm sure it's a lot more work, but it's far more satisfying.
It's a lot more work. Now, did they I don't know what their publishing deals are like.
Okay.
And it's a lot like Image, where they all they are is they publish the book, and I own the characters and the concepts and everything. They have no piece in that. Is that the same kind of deal you guys had with SBI? Okay.
It was the same kind of deal. So we were doing, all the promotion, and we were doing, Matt and I funded this, and that was the expectation that when you're creator owned, obviously, then you own the IP, but so you don't, we did the financing, and we did most of the promotion, and Starburn Industries is great. It just, and they're sweethearts and good people to work with, but it was just like we just got to a point where we just weren't helping each other anymore.
Sure.
Yeah, I get that.
We're like,
is that like the book? It kind of matches the tone of some of the other stuff they put out. I was reading this thinking this is like a comic book Abed from Community would write about wrestling. Right. And I kind of got that vibe from it. I love that though.
I could even see it as like an Adult Swim kind of cartoon, which is what those guys kind of do, right? Part of that.
We briefly, I think if we go back in our hard drive, we did do an animated series pitch for Invasion from Planet Wrestletopia, because it felt so, of a kind with Adult Swim. But stylistically, we just this fit very comfortably with the Starburns, sort of style of storytelling. But yeah, they kind of started up at a weird time in the pandemic. They're just sort of getting starting to assemble a stable, and then the pandemic hits, and it hit the industry really hard. And yeah, it was great working with them. It was nice because Dan Harmon and Dino Stamatopoulos's sort of stamp of approval.
Yeah, that's
gave us a sort of an air of legitimacy.
Yeah, a boost, right?
Yeah. But
great.
now that we've sort of gone into the Kickstarter phase, we're you know what? This has been fun, but we're gonna kind of take the last leg of this journey on our own. Yeah. And Starburns they are also crowdfunding all of their trade paperbacks.
Are they really? Okay.
Yeah. They initially did, I think, Halicious and maybe one other title as trades, but moving forward, as far as I know, they're crowdfunding as well. It's just sort of how
it's part of
business is turning, unless you're Marvel, DC, Image, or Dark Horse. That's kind of
even Boom Studios is doing it. I mean, they had the biggest Kickstarter ever with that Keanu Reeves comic, and it's I know that pisses off a lot of indie creators, but it's come on, it's
I do hope that and some people pointed out, they're like, hey, this could be a good thing. It just pulls people in, and hopefully that's true, and that could be the case, I guess. You know, I mean, just
it's like a 50-50 thing, like, because like I just want to say to those indie creators that, like, you know, that money probably wasn't going to you. I mean, they're there for Keanu Reeves, so it's like, all that money wasn't magically going to go into your pockets, you know. But
that guy's so nice. Why can't we rag on him?
Yeah, right.